Let's go. We're here once again, live. And I actually have off-stream changes to go through again. Let me get closer to the microphone here. Yeah, I've done some stuff. It's been 2 days, and the game looks, well, I don't know if I can call it a game. But the thing looks a lot different now, which I do like. I need to recap again. I should do this before the stream. Actually, I'm gonna recap off on my other screen. Dude, what is happening? Okay, hold on. I was like messed up for a moment. Dude, I'm gonna like. Actually, no, this is funny. I'm gonna have recap Inception. I'm like here on this video. On this video, I'm recapping the previous video. That's funny. Anyway. Yeah, we're still in the infinite world. Shenanigans last time. Yes. We get a good frame in this. Yeah, so this is like the thing. Yeah, we got the data from the CPU to the GPU. That was the thing last time. What has happened since then? Um, so this was last stream, and then there's been more shenanigans, stuff. And this comet and this revert, they happened pretty much like instantly from another. The reason is I wanted to have the code for transparency in the history, but I didn't want to have it in the shader just because it was scuffed and I'm gonna maybe do it differently in the future. But I still wanted it in the history in case I forgot how I did it one time. In case I forgot how I did it that time. And if I do, then I can just make a branch from here and remember. Look at the thing. And the latest thing I added is mirrors. And I'm quite happy with them. Mirrors are quite trivial with raycasting. Also, I need to ping the Discord server. Oh, I forgot to change the stream notification message that people get on Twitch. I meant to make it say something about physics, but it said something about... Oh, that's the old one. Damn. Dude, I haven't saved that in a while. Okay, anyway. That's fine. Yeah. But today, it's time to implement physics. Also, I have not checked if the Twitch stream even works. Let me check that right now. If I can hear my own wonderful voice, then everything is fine. And it is fine. Good. That's nice. That's good. I'm also gonna do a meme here. I'm gonna send my there we go. That's enough of shenanigans. I just basically posted the stream link into one Discord server where there's like a stream promotion channel. Nothing else. I don't do that a lot. But I thought this one time, I'm gonna do it just here. Just once. See what happens. Maybe something, maybe nothing. I will not know. I actually can't really know, because even if people come to the stream, I don't know they're from there. And I can only know after the stream, because during streams I don't have viewer counts enabled. Anyway. Yes, collisions. First, let me actually show the current state. I'm a bit tired right now, so this might be a little more scuffed than usual, but we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, you can see we have our lovely voxels here, and this looks like, you know, a bit strange. What is this? It's a mirror. Let's go. And it can look a bit strange when we're looking at a mirror through a mirror, but it all works. At least I think so. I haven't really debugged the visuals a lot and confirmed that everything is correct. I've taken like a basic stroll through the world and everything looks to be correct, which is very good. But to get a clear picture, I want to be able to place down blocks, you know, and like have two mirrors facing each other and see how the infinite picture shenanigans work and stuff like that. But actually, let me go inside the mirror. Holy, that's trippy. But yeah, I'm gonna need physics for that. Technically, I could do a thing where I just place blocks in the camera's current position, but I would rather have actual proper thing. So. What is the easiest way to do physics? First of all, I need to know if there's a block somewhere or not. Or a voxel, rather. Camera room takes a state. I think we have... well, I mean, yeah, we obviously have the voxels in the state, but... damn, I have to, like, re-put my headphones on so my... re-put my headphones on so my hair isn't not in the way. Damn. I noticed that I have to repeat sentences a bit when I'm tired, but that's fine. And I was think I'm repeating them because I think that I say it a bit unclearly the first time. I feel like repeating it is valid. Just to make sure. Just to make sure that people can actually make out what I'm saying. Anyway. I say voxels and voxel struct. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do voxels dot voxels. Camera movement. Let's go. Actually, first of all, I'm gonna need a thing where we take the current position of the camera and turn it into an index. Actually, I'm not gonna make it a separate function yet. I can move it out later. So we take the current position. I wonder how big the voxels are. So let's first... I know I already have a print thing for this, but I'm gonna remove the old one. Yeah, so this is no longer needed. Yeah, now we print out the camera position, every single frame. So now we're next to this voxel. Voxel is 1. Okay, that makes it easier. So there's no scaling going on there. I think we just floored the position. Actually, let's just put it in the same print statement. Fuck it. Think I can just um actually I'll just do it this way. Doesn't affect the actual code, it's a style choice. And these are gonna be floats, I guess. I eventually want to turn the camera position into integers, just so my physics are not dependent on floats. Massive coughing. I guess we just put it here. We have errors. We do. We need a semicolon. We do this. Ba, 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 da. Yeah, seems about right. I don't need this anymore. How do we get the index here? We just gotta be consistent about this. Voxel index. Oh, I like how the variable is already the correct name. I'm just accessing this a bit wrong. Let's need to do this. 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 And I do want to do this as well. Actually, do I? As U size here. Could be negative, so it could crash. Oh, fuck it, we'll just see if it crashes. If it crashes, then I'll fix it. I'm not gonna even use it for anything. Let's see if it crashes. Do I go positive, it doesn't crash? Do I go negative, it doesn't crash? Oh, interesting. Hello, RJL Jones. I feel like every time I see your name, it's like a skill check. Do I remember that you have a J in between the R and the L? I don't know why it's so difficult for me. Well, hello. Going pretty good. Just working on my voxel raytracing stuff. And okay, interesting. If I try to cast a negative number to U size, it just goes to 0. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Yippee. So we can see I'm flying around. There's different colored voxels. They have like different tints, like shades on the faces depending on if it's the top face or a side face. Very cool. And then we have mirrors. So if I look in the mirror, we can see these voxels here. And if I turn around, wow, they're right there. It's a mirror. It just works. It's great. And implementing this was really, really easy. Because it's just the ray contacts a certain type of voxel. We just turn the ray and continue stepping in the scene. And that's it. And it just works. I love ray tracing. I'm sure I'll encounter some difficult stuff with ray tracing, but right now I'm like having a really good time with it, which is great. Yeah. And currently I'm thinking about doing physics. So basically just allowing the camera to collide with the voxels and also being able to like click and then delete something or click and place something. It's kind of really useful if you want to test anything or have any kind of map building or gameplay, because just placing down things by code or just placing them randomly, also by code, is not really the most convenient thing. So yeah, gotta build some tooling so I can place stuff manually. But yeah, that's how the wind is blowing right here. How about your project? How's the RPGing progressing? Also, I should print the current voxel. So we do state voxels dot voxel because of great names, and we do voxel index, and that should be it. And we go here, here, bada beam, bada boom. So we go inside the red, and we have 3. We go inside blue, we have 1. We go inside mirror. Oh, the mirror. They're like hard to spot. Anyway, we go inside a mirror, we have 4. Great success. Let's check the green as well. Ooh, great, great, great. It was none of these 1. Oh, blue is 1. Okay. That makes sense. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. What? So I know this. I could be lazy. I will be lazy. Okay. Honestly, I pop in the stream every now and then, but I haven't have gotten a good picture of like where you are in terms of like progress on the project in a bit. But I think you mentioned you want to release in February, right? I have a good memory. You'd be impressed. You're 50%. Hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hmm. Well, good luck trying to hit the target. Hmm. Are you? Hold on. Are you prepared to like reduce your scope to meet that deadline, or is it more like you have a vision and you're gonna achieve it, and if you're late, then you're late? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, that's me with this right now. I'm just vibing. Um, like off stream when I was just making stuff, like when I just got the mirrors, well, not even when I got the mirrors. When I got different colors, I was excited. When I got the different like tint phases working, I was excited. When I got scuffed transparency working, I was excited. And even now, just having these mirrors, I mean, these, to be honest, I'm still proud of how good the mirrors are and how little effort it really takes with ray tracing. It's like validating my choice for going down this route, at least right now. And yet the camera projection is a bit strange. It's not normal. It's like a fisheye lens something. um, I'll probably like change that, quote unquote, fix that at some point. That could be an artistic choice, but no, I'm not gonna roll with that. Where do I do mirrors, mirrors, mirrors? Yeah, this is mirrors. This is all the code specific to mirrors. Actually, this is all the code specific to mirrors. So we just look what direction the ray stepped last time when we were stepping through the voxels and whatever. And depending on that, we just flip the ray direction. And that's it. I did have to change the logic a bit to make that possible, but not by a lot. Let me actually... yeah, well, these are all the changes, actually. Because what I used to do is I just calculated the ray's current position based on the start of the ray and the direction and how far the ray has gone. But now I instead just keep track of the current position and increment. So it's actually possible to turn the ray like mid-flight and still have everything make sense. And the funny thing is, you could imagine that I could have some transparent voxel. Let's say this red voxel is transparent, right? I could say that if we... Dude, I can't have my cursor on the screen because it's scuffed. Let me just take a screenshot of it. There we go. Quick solution. I also close that. So I could say that if my ray enters the voxel from here, then it should curve to the right. And if it enters the voxel here, it should curve to the left. Right? So I can just make up rules for how light should interact with different materials. And it doesn't have to be, how to say, like, it's very simple functions. Like, very simple functions can achieve very great effects. Because you're just taking a position and a direction in, and you're outputting a direction to send the ray in. And that's all. And you can just... this is sort of like raycasting every pixel of the camera. Yes. So we take... let me... I'm gonna give you a quick crash course in what I'm doing. Let me do this. So we have our screen, and let's do a few pixels. This is gonna be an extremely low resolution monitor, but that's fine. Let's see, let me do this. Well, okay, so I don't know exactly what every game does in regards to ray tracing. Some might do, like, I don't know, like, some might use ray tracing just as like an add-on thing for some effects. I don't know how many games use ray tracing only for rendering. Like, most games use triangles, you know, primarily. right? Some games like Teardown do raycasting only. No, but it's more like you have like one pass where it's triangles, and you might have another pass where you do just race, but it's like in a limited fashion, and you get like some effects out of it. I don't know for sure. But anyway, you can imagine that we have our different pixels on the screen, and you send out a ray for each one of them. I don't know how much you know about ray tracing, but this is basically what we do, right? And if you imagine the camera, you might have seen this visualization a ton of times. Just the races go like into the world, and if they hit something, then they return that to the like camera thingy screen, whatever. Yeah, no, but you can't really. How would I say? Actually, I don't know how you can mix that, but that doesn't sound right to me. Um. If I had some mesh here in the center, and I rendered it with triangles, then I would also have the problem for, I mean, what to say? Let me think. Actually, it wouldn't be that bad to combine them as long as you have a depth map. But mirrors use different tricks. At least usually. Um, but I haven't looked into how games would utilize like ray tracing partially, so I can't really comment on that too much. But what I do know is if you're doing stuff like voxels, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Oh, I crashed. Let's go. Why did I crash? Oh, I went outside of the. Okay, okay, I know this. Nice. I'm in the wrong file. Camera movement. All right. Fix crash. Yeah, so basically, if I'm doing just voxels and not any like triangle-based rendering, you could do some optimizations with triangle-based rendering as well. There's some neat stuff you can do. So, for example, if you have a 2D voxel grid like this, and you have like 2 voxels here, then you can split the world into 4 pieces. And you can notice you have nothing here. You have nothing here, and you have nothing here, right? And then the remaining areas, so you split into 4. You see you have nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. But you have something here, right? But you can still, I mean, actually, you can still split this. We can imagine that this split could go like this, and you would have nothing here, nothing here. And then when you go to raycast, like every single time you have to check a position, like whether it has a voxel or not, like that's bad. You just have to spend like time checking it. But in this case, if a ray comes from here and it enters this area, we don't have to check every single small position in here, because we have already in advance checked that this area is completely empty. So when we send our data to the GPU, like we do this operation of like splitting and whatever on the processor, CPU, and when we send the data to the GPU, it's already like packaged like this. So when the GPU goes to raycast, it can see, okay, this area completely empty, and it can just skip through all of it, right? And it doesn't have to think about it. And same way, the next area would encounter is this, and we can just skip it. Next one is empty, you can skip it. We can skip this one as well. But then we would encounter this area, where there's something inside, and then you would do like the checking every position until you hit something, right? But if you imagine, if we had to check every single position on the way, then it's a lot more expensive, right? So there's some very neat stuff you can do. And this is not my idea, right? Actually, can I find him real fast? Yes, this guy. I watched a lot of this guy's videos. He's great. If you ever want to do voxel stuff, or you want to get someone into doing voxel stuff, just check out this guy's videos. And also he links to some other people as well, like Ethan Gore. It's great. I wish to contribute to that space at some point. But yeah, it's great. The graphics. I mean, I almost said graphics programming is great, but I'm doing just voxels. Programming in general is fun. But yeah. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll dip my toes into triangle rendering. But it seems like a lot less fun. Okay. It's here. Oh yeah, it was this out of bounds axis. Okay. We will check the docs. Consult the docs. We will go to array, I guess. Hmm. But I could just check the size and see if it contains the number. Just ask the search engine directly. Seems I have visited this link before. Slice get. Okay. Okay. So I can say. Oh, I can just say get and then print the debug instead, and we're gonna print either sum and then a number, or we're gonna print none. Hello? Oh, I'm dumb. I need to do it like this, where like that. And we have sum, and then it's value. And if we go out of bounds on this side, we get none. That's great. It just works. Hmm. Yeah. That's probably an issue, but I don't have to worry about it right now. And fixing it would be a pain in the butt. So I won't do it right now. This. I just say voxel should technically work. Oh, actually, I just realized I can be super lazy. Yes. So I was thinking that I'm gonna define like a size for the camera, and then, you know, if there's a voxel within like that area, then I would not move into there, or like I would push the camera back out. But now I'm thinking, what I can do is I can just move by default, and then if we move into a voxel, like literally if our position goes into the voxel, like the point of the camera, the tiny little, zero size position, then we just don't do the movement. So easy. So easy. Uh, I think what I say here is pre movement camera position. Does this copy it or is this a reference? We will see soon. Find out on the next compilation. It's not zero. Then what do? We say state dot camera pose. Oh. How to dereference that? There we go. Cargo done. Oh. I don't I don't know why I didn't expect it to work. It does work. If we try to move into something, it just doesn't do it. It's so wonderfully lazy. Well, we can't slide on anything, so that's kind of bad. We should be able to. Why can't I go in here? It's like, sometimes I collide on nothing. Oh, I'm outside of the bounds, but it counts me as being inside? Why? Should be out of bounds, right? I... Am I stupid? Am I dumb? Actually, I might know what's happening. The math doesn't work in the way that I thought. Yeah. So there's like a ghost copy of the thing on every side in a certain way. If I go on the one correct side, then I can be truly out of bounds, I think. Actually, this is like the truly out of bounds side. Here I won't collide with anything. Okay. Yes. I would just need to have checks. So if my X, Y, or Z position is not within the area, then to not try to collide with anything. But it's fine for now. If we go outside of the area, then we deserve to collide with ghosts. That's how I see it. I could make the rendering quote-unquote support the ghosts as well, if I really wanted to. I kinda really do. Also, let's make a commit first. There we go. Very basic collisions. Um, also, these are all both done. That's actually done, but not in the correct way, so I'll leave it for now. Um, that's fine. Da, 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 da. That should make the rendering scuffed in the same way. It doesn't. No. What about if we go on this side? What is happening? Get me out. Okay, it's not scuffed in the same way, but it's definitely bigger than before. What is going on? I feel like I'm colliding with different things than the things that are here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let me restore that. That's interesting. Anyway. What did I want to do? Yeah, I want to have a thing where I can click and place stuff. Sliding can come later. That's optional. But I do need to make the camera hitbox size actually a thing. And then I can also implement some like actual movement. Like, you know, being able to walk on the ground and jump and have gravity. Stuff like that. And I guess when I have that kind of movement, then I should also have the like sliding along faces. The most important thing right now is making it so I can click and play stuff. It feels weird to collide with stuff. No. I'm so used to just being able to fly through stuff. But the upside is that I can go right up to a mirror. Like very, very close to it. And not through it. What are rays doing here? They're like incorrectly bouncing off the edges. That's interesting. If I go further away from the mirror, I don't see it. If I'm like right up against it, then I see that. Interesting. There's some slight inconsistencies, I guess. Or no. It might not be inconsistent. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Faith restored. It's just the fact that I'm actually not right up against it. I'm seeing the normal world through this. So if we see a bit of green between these red things, yeah, it's that green block. Okay. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. It's all good. Balance restored to the world. Alright, I'm gonna have to do raycasting on the CPU as well. Can I copy this raycasting code? Perhaps. Perhaps. So I really don't want to rewrite. I don't want to rewrite this thing where I figure out that, like, how to increment t and whatever. It took me a while to figure it out last time. And I'm not sure I remember how it's done. Let's first add a thing to our input struct. Yeah. I'm gonna have I was gonna do that. place and destroy. That's fine. Oh, we should have some errors here. Yep. Need to add these here. Those are both set now. Now I actually have to also set these to true somewhere. Yes. You would think it's a good idea to use the mouse buttons, but currently I don't lock the mouse into the window. So I'm gonna cheat, and instead of locking the mouse to the window, I'm gonna make it use 2 keyboard keys instead. And if I hate that too much, then I will lock the mouse. P is gonna be place, I guess. Ooh. Also realized something. Hmm. Yeah. This is gonna be a bit bad because I don't have a concept of a key being just pressed versus, you know, being held. I'm gonna have to modify my input stuff because it's gonna be so that every single frame I'm holding the key, I'm placing a voxel or destroying a voxel. That's not really good. I'm gonna need to change how I handle inputs. But first, let's get the thing actually even working at all. Oi, 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 oi. I guess I'll do it after the movement. I'll also remove this comment outdated. And then we say if inputs don't place. Okay, let's do destroying first. Oh, I can feel it. Also, I just realized, yeah, I'm gonna go like sleep soon. Okay, let's try to speed from this. I feel like I'm gonna have a better time sleeping if I properly implement this feature before I lose consciousness. I don't have to do this. I don't think so, at least. We have the camera position. That's the ray position. That's good. If input don't destroy. Okay, how do we get the direction? How do we do it here? Fader. And we'll do some matrix stuff. I see, I see. Do we have matrices on the Rust side? Is this a thing? Is this real? Let's see. Metric. Nice. I don't think. Ay. Oh. I can construct the vector in a different way, I'm pretty sure. But it would be great if I can just use the same code. So it's a package you have to get. Uh-huh. I think I want to just create the vector in a more simple way. Or I basically do this. Except that I make this be the camera direction. And then I just hope that it works correctly. It should work correctly for like a single ray. I'm not gonna have that. I love how similar these languages are. So I can just do this. Uh, This can't say angle deviation. It's gonna say state or camera direction. Hello. Camera rotation. The rest are Y's. Oh, it's supposed to be Z actually. Or no. Let me think. You know, rotation has two components. Yeah. Yep. The pitch and the yaw. So X and the Y rotation, as I like to call them. So pitch is Y rotation. Yeah. Oh, I don't use the ray direction thing. I should probably print it. It is very likely that I won't finish this now, and I'll finish this tomorrow. But this is good progress still. I meant to start stream earlier, but I was talking with a friend in a call for like 5+ hours. Maybe 6 hours. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Dude, I got another mirror here? Yo, it's infinite mirrors. Hell, Nikki. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. But by pure chance, I got the infinite mirrors. That's great. What are the chances? It's always strange just like going around like this and seeing something that looks like some graphical glitches, but then there's just mirrors. Yes, they do. They do. And the reason it doesn't like crash the game is the same reason why, you know, looking in the distance doesn't crash the game. The rays have a distance limit. So if you look in the mirror that mirrors the mirror, then eventually the ray just runs out of juice. Yeah, but I could have implemented it in a bad way where it's like distance from the origin of the ray instead of how far the ray has traveled. And then it would actually instantly crash the GPU as soon as you had one ray that goes infinitely. But it actually would be very likely that it's not going straight, and instead it would veer to the side and eventually hit something else, or like go far away from the origin. Now that I think about it, but it could very well freeze the game for a bit. And if you had like an enclosed cube of mirrors, and the rays actually could never escape, you know. Yeah, like some texture. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm even gonna use mirrors in the game. Theirs is cool, right? That's why I have them right now. They were easy to implement and they're very cool. Um, oh, I added the ray direction thing and I didn't even look at it. I mean, seems legit, I guess. Um, I'm gonna know if it's correct when I try to use it. Um, let's see. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna do the dumb ray tracing thing first, where I just check a bunch of times, even though I don't need to. I'll make it smart later. How to program. Do the dumbest thing. When you need to make it smarter, make it smarter. Repeat. I feel like I'm committing a crime, but it's like a victimless crime when I just write loop instead of while. Or like a for loop. Actually, I should. My crimes, I will not commit them. Let's make it like 1,000. That's fine. Like 10,000 actually. I don't know. 4,000. 444. I don't have to be exactly that. True. Actually, no. Now it's the correct amount of times. Silly me. And, well, this is already normalized, but we're gonna do... Yes, okay. Actually, I'm gonna use the I variable here. So this is gonna be between 0 and 1. And how far do we want to go? Let's go 50 blocks. That should actually work. Now I just need to convert this position into a voxel index. And then I need to destroy the thing if it is a voxel. Destroy the voxel. Yeah. Well, how are you doing, Nikki, by the way? What are you up to right now? I could make an educated guess, but I don't know if I should bring up stuff that I know because of like we message and talk outside of stream. I don't know if I should make guesses based on that, or if I should pretend that I don't know you. uh, okay, fair. Oy. Program sing. Program sing. Dude, nice. You're on the side of the grams and you're singing. That's how I read that. What about your grandmas? Oh, are your grandmas homies? I feel like that's a more interesting question. What do you mean? It's a valid question. I feel like a good question. Grandma's grams. I can definitely feel the focus slipping away. Uh, I have this ray voxel pulse, and we just do this. I'll copy the comment as well. Beam, bomb, boom. Copy this as well. Dude, it's so easy. Just copy code that you previously wrote. That's all you have to do. So easy. Think that's fine. It's gonna cry about shadowed variables. It doesn't, but it complains about this. Oh, yeah, I can't multiply array direction directly by that. Oh. I also want to say this is borrowed. Should be fine. Oh yeah, I have to say that I just returned something. Yep. So I have to make this use the function. Yeah, and I have to make this be borrowed. because I decided that it should be like that. And I can't add these together because they're. I feel like this is a better way of saying this. Go. We give out. These. I'm still gonna make these borrowed because this function doesn't need to take ownership, so it doesn't. That's done. The reason why I mean, if you consider this to be fast, the reason why I'm fast is because I've done this before. And if you are gonna ask me why I'm slow, then it's because I'm bad. Like, if you consider that to be slow, then I'm bad. But I don't think I'm bad. I don't think that's slow. I have to make these borrowed. That also. Oh, yes. You can't do that. Ray voxel pause? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I have to actually access the members? What do you mean? All how incorrect the code is. There we go. Apparently we don't try to do anything with the voxel once we find it. I will just print it like this. I shouldn't have this here. Let's just do this, right? That should work. Oh. Can I do this? Or will Ross scream at me? It doesn't scream at me. Let's go. I'm focused on the window. I'm trying to store stuff. It doesn't seem to work. That's disappointing. Yeah, I'm looking straight at. I'm looking at the side. I'm looking at the other side. I'm looking back, up, down. Doesn't seem to do anything. We also remove these prints so we don't spam the console. Okay, ray direction is still being printed. We don't want that. Alright, have a good lurk. I am probably not going to be live for too long. We'll see, we'll see. Thank you for being here. Okay, so now I don't spam the chat. And we don't get any imps here. Why not? Print line. Go. Because we don't even step into that for some reason. No, don't tell me that I... What? Well, I never assigned the key to do anything. Also, I should be... yeah, I'll swap these. Very meaningful decision right there. Right now it actually starts it. But it doesn't do anything. Let's see. Oh, I can't go inside of voxels. I forgot. It don't seem to be hitting anything. Like, I don't know how I'm shooting this. And where it's going. If I was smart, I could visualize this rain right now. But I'm not smart. At least that's fine. Separate this so I can print it. No, what do you mean? What did I just do? All those like unbalanced stuff. Anyway, let's make a temporary commit. We Control Y. Back. I think the issue is that I don't have a closing parentheses here. It's still incorrect. What changed? I don't have another closing on there, I guess. Yeah. Oh, wait. Or I have an extra one there, I guess. Okay, now that works. Great. Let's get some debug stuff. And we do be printing all the different ray distances, which is good. As we should. That's not the problem. Let's see what the ray positions are. 6 straight in this direction. Yeah, we do be just going forward. Seems fine. Oh, look at this. We used the wrong index. Nice. That's the problem. So all the math was correct. I just used the one wrong variable. Assuming that it works now. It's a bit offset from the center of the screen. Okay, how does this work? Where do you shoot the ray? Is it like the... It probably like turns the wrong direction. Oh, I might know this. I might know this. I've seen this before. Um. Hmm. Actually, okay. Let me debug this a bit more. Like just looking here. If I look straight here, does it work properly? No, it doesn't. What are here? I'm trying to keep my pitch, aka Y rotation, at 0. Doesn't work there. Okay, here it works. Kind of, maybe? Let's go close to this. We're looking straight at this. This should disappear. Yes, it does. Now, if I look away from this red thing, it should disappear. Yes. I love the fact that there was a mirror there, so I could see that. Yeah. So the X rotation is being applied in reverse to the camera right now. Or like the placing ray or whatever. The destruction ray. Yes. Hmm. I think I'd do minus here and minus here. Right? Please? Oh, it's like correct on the X rotation, but it doesn't go up and down? Question mark? What? I'm like holding down the key now. Oh, the Y rotation is also flipped. Okay, that's kind of funny. I wonder why like that. Oh, I'm stepping the wrong direction? So I don't have to multiply all these by that. I have to multiply this by -50 instead of 50. Should work, hopefully. Actually, no, it's just gonna go the wrong way. What is going on? Yeah, that's not correct. But if I like reverse all these, there's the equivalent of flipping that, I think. Actually, no, because this is inside of the sin and cross statements. It's not the same. Minus. Good. Now let's test it. Please work. Yay! I have my death ray for voxels. I should add a crosshair. This is... Ooh. Okay, I'm glad I made it so it destroys a voxel every single frame instead of just like doing it only once per click. Okay, I'm gonna make a thing that's full of voxels. Before that I will commit. I'll merge it with this because this was just a temporary commit. Hello, Ross Mike. How are you doing? wgpu is a library for Rust. And the So wgpu is a graphics API, or like a standard or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, web standard and API. Okay, well, it's a standard and an API. And that's like, OpenGL, Vulkan, WebGPU, right? And WebGPU isn't just for the web, despite the, you know, conniving name. It's also for desktop, as you're seeing right here, right? Like this is a local expert. What is going on here? I'm like stuck in a voxel. Unlucky. Okay. But yeah. And this works. And actually, I don't have web exports working right now. I need to fix that. There's some stuff I need to like do with the code to make that work. But yeah. But yeah, WebGPU is the standard and the API, and WGPU is a Rust implementation of that API. So, where do I put up the screen? There's some event loop stuff here. Let's see. There's some stuff here. Where's the pipeline? Give me the pipeline. Here is the pipeline. Let's go. All these comments, by the way, is me copying a tutorial. This is a really good tutorial for WGPU that I used just to get the window up and running and being able to render anything. Or, I said that incorrectly, conjugated everything incorrectly, but who cares? I do. Anyway, yeah. Just a lot of boilerplate, right? Just doing stuff because it has to be done this way. But I guess it also gives you more control, Copium, so you could do stuff differently if you wanted to. But yeah. But I'm doing some raycasting stuff. At least the shader programming itself is not that complicated. It's setting the pipelines and everything is just a lot of copying and pasting and making sure that the stuff is correct. Just making the machine happy. No, it's not solving logic puzzles like programming normally or like designing stuff. It's just making the machine happy. I don't really like it, but you gotta deal with it. I wanted to change the generation. Rude. Well, this is not Xedit. This is well, I mean, I guess Xed is like Xedit is the full name of Xed. So, damn, you knowledge to me. But yeah, I did try to use Visual Studio Code. But I tried to use it as a Flatpak. It didn't really work that well. It was buggy. I was like, I don't really need you. That I tried to use the more like command liney ones at some point. I don't remember if it was on the Linux installation or when I was on Windows. I don't really like those. I like being able to just, use the mouse and type and stuff. Although the multi-cursor stuff would be nice if I bothered to learn those. And then I just thought, like, dude, I already have a text editor. It can highlight the stuff. Fuck it. And honestly, I haven't had any complaints. At the start, I was like, damn, I make a new line, and then the cursor always went to the very, left side edge of the screen. I was like, dude, I have fucking do the indent every single time. That's annoying. And then I discovered there's a setting for that. I was like, well, hey, that's great. And then also autocomplete. Like found a thing for that. Sometimes it gets in the way, not too often. So honestly, it stays out of my way. mostly. And that's enough. That's all I need. Just stay out of my way. Editor, please. Ay, ay, ay. Let me do this. Actually, let me check if there's anything bad here. No, it's only the formatting. Good, good, good. Yeah, I mean, I have. I don't know why. I always want to say, oh, I've read about Kate. No, I watched a YouTube video that featured it. It was the by default one. I don't know if you've seen this. Um, it's a really good video, actually. Fastest internet in the West. Um, yeah, this thing, simple, non-commercial, open source notes. Great video. That's where I heard about Kate from. I think at least. Yeah. It's really good. Um, I would also recommend this one. This was decent as well, if I remember correctly. Yeah, great channel. Okay. Then I'm thinking of something else. All right. Fair. Would you say how different is Kate to said or Exedit? I just like saying said. Let me go to the voxel generation real fast. And also, you happen to catch the very tail end of the stream. So I am it's not that late technically, but I have an interesting sleep schedule. Why do I generate voxel? I feel like I should start organizing the code at some point, because it's getting to the point where I'm having a hard time finding stuff at times. Like splitting some stuff to different files or whatever, or at least having sections in this file. Let me check set. I don't know if I know that one. Yeah, it's this. Is it the one that wants to push AI? Yeah, it is. It is the one. This is too fancy for me. It might be fine, but I say it's too fancy in the sense that I feel like there are features that I don't want and they will get in my way. I don't know if that's true, but that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go. Dude, I'm too curious to not click on this. I am not curious enough to stay on the page though. I saw enough. Anyway, I don't know. I've at times thought like I should make my own text editor, but I think that about everything. It's like, oh, I should make my own insert thing here that I need. I'm just gonna roll with etc. Said whatever. uh, so true. Both things. So true. No, but I don't know. Dude, there is actually I do have a story of me using AI to code and it being successful. It was when I wanted to make like a really dumb I don't remember exactly this. Okay. It was like I wanted to make an array, like index array for a cube. right? I was like, dude, I don't want to think like in which order do I have to put these indices in to like get a cube. So I got the funny chat GPT to do it. And that's like the only time I've been really successful at getting code directly from an LLM. I think that's like the only time. Um, but I might be being a bit like hyperbolic about that, I guess. But I can't remember any other time that it has gone really well, like first try. I have asked questions and gotten some answers, but it is not my go-to tool, right? It's like down the list. Like first is like documentation, search engine, friends, rubber duck somewhere in there as well, and then last, bottom of the barrel, AI. uh, Although sometimes I might have a problem, and I'm like, I think this is something that the LLM machine could answer, and then I try it. Sometimes it can't, sometimes it can. Might be a skill issue on my part, on like how effective I'm at using it, but eh. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you might have a sometimes oh, I have the dumb version of that where I have a code snippet and I don't even know what I should ask. So I put the code snippet in, and I'm like, what issues do you see? And then it will find like three superficial ones and maybe the thing that I'm actually thinking about. Um but it will definitely always find superficial mistakes about the code. That is always the case. At least in my experience. Um mm, dude, uh it was actually this. So I had this thing here where I just forgot how to iterate a thing while borrowing it. So it's doing something like this, and didn't work. I was like, dude, what am I doing in my, well, what did I do in my life to get to this point and not know this? It was a moment, and then I just put it into the funny LLM, and the last point that it made, it's like, oh, you should be borrowing in like this way. And when I saw this string on my screen, I just deleted the chat, closed the window, and just came back here. I'm like, yeah, I got my solution. Oh, so that was that. Dude, did I just search for this while being here already? That's amazing. That's so amazing. I'm gonna check that after the stream just to see what the screen movement was like. So I thought that I jumped somewhere else in the code, but I'm in the same place. That's awesome. Yeah, it is more just me forgetting the syntax, right? It was literally just that. Like, I know that I have an array and I can access the elements. I should be able to get like mutable access. Like, there's nothing preventing it here. I just need to know how to tell Rust I want mutable access, and I just forgot how to say it. Right. But generally, I don't really have problems with the borrow checker itself. I mean, sometimes I do, and that's not a fun time. But that's most likely because I'm doing something needlessly complicated, maybe. And false, my favorite tool for coding. Where are we? No, I did the wrong way around. I want to say or true, my second favorite tool for coding. And false or true. Oh, I forgot. I can't move. We need to change the default camera position. -1. Honestly, that should be enough. No, we're still stuck. Why? Why? Oh no, because it's accessing the last voxel. True. I mean, I can destroy the box. What am I doing? I wanted to move before destroying, but I have to destroy before I can move. And now we can... Oh, but we can only move in a limited fashion because of the collision checking being broken. Anyway. Dude, that looks satisfying. Let's go. Dude, I could write something with this. Let me reset that. To destroy those. What will I try to do? Also, the mirrors are broken when they're on the edge of the world, but that's fine. What is going on here? Okay, it's a bit glitchy on the edges, apparently. No, I ruined it. Why? Okay, it's... I don't know why it's being strange there. Why does it do that? Oh, because when the ray is out of bounds, it still does it. Ah! Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Let's see. Ray boss. Because no, it's only 32. Yes. Where? Ross Mike. I might just call you Ross. You can scream if that's incorrect. You appear to also use Rust. How long have you been using it? And like, what's your experience with it? I'm curious. Or at least you've heard about Rust. This... I could have done a check where it's like, oh, is this number within this range? But I'll just do it the old-fashioned way for now. That, and then we say continue. Continue. That is the case. Do nothing. Oh. These need to be floats. Let's see. What about now? Are we happy? We should be. We do it just smoothly now? We can, and it doesn't destroy everything else. Okay, let's not do the mirrors for now, because they look so bad. There we go. 3. That actually looks so much worse. I don't know why. Anyway. Now I connected those. Whatever. No, I've messed up the thing. Whatever. No. Anyway, that's... I'm not gonna explain what that is. Some people might know. I doubt the people who know what that is are watching though. And I also messed it up. But that works. I did fix some more stuff, which I do want to include. Let me format this. Yeah, there's only warnings. That's good. Don't want to mess with the generation. We don't want to mess with camera position. We just want to say... Oh, did I already... Yeah, okay. Yep, these are all the changes that I did. There we go. Voxel destruction works. I have to still fix the collisions. I have to make voxel placement be a thing. I have to make the camera not just be a point. I have to make it have a actual size as a box. But yeah, that was progress. Progress. Feels good. We're gonna check if we have enough people to raid someone. And if we do, we'll do that. Oh, we do indeed. Who do we have? Do we have any? We don't have any software dev people live. Just go to the next, so they're nice. There's no raid message. Just be nice, follow their chat rules. I don't have a schedule right now. If I get one, it's gonna be at neuropathic.com/streams/schedule. You can view past streams at neuropathic.com/stream/archive. And yeah, just have a good time. See you later. Wow.